friendship is one of the most important bonds which can bring laughter, joy, mutual connection, and understanding. But at the same time, as life goes on, or as life continues, it becomes more complicated and brings about some maybe enmities, differences here and there. So in the 3 shares of resilience today, we want to discuss more about friendship. My name is Preeti.
And I am Joki. Thank you for joining us in another episode. I am reminding you that you continue following our TikTok page. It is 3 Shades of Resilience podcast.
And I am Judy. Welcome.
So continue liking, sharing, and subscribing.
Shades of Resilience podcast.
So I guess we're going to now dive deep into friendship, what friendship really entails and how it begins to fade, and at the same time how it also brings some connection. When you actually get into new places, you get to meet new people which you who then turns into your families. Yeah. So I guess we can discuss about that.
Yeah. First of all, who becomes your friend? You know, you have to be specific with I think we should always distinguish between the people you know and friends. Because a friend is someone who like understands you better, you share the same vibes. You really get me? Yeah. I feel that way because you can have a lot of people you know. A friend is someone you can look at your phone and say, hello, imagine I need your help, and they come they come to assist you in whichever way they need. A friend is someone you can open up to when you feel like you are, because there are ups and downs in life. So yeah.
And people you know, there are some boundaries you can't jump.
Yeah, there's those boundaries that you just keep on. Like that boundary.
It is just hi, hello.
Yeah. So I feel like if you have a friend and you don't open up to them, then you got a problem. You need to have friends in this world.
Okay, but then looking at the bigger picture over there, I guess we should first of all start by actually looking at what are the key considerations or the qualifications that a person must meet for him or her to actually be your friend, because different people portray different attitudes, portray different behavior. So I guess you can start by actually looking into what qualifications that a person must meet in order to be or to suit to be your friend.
Hey, you want to become my friend, you have to have the same likes as me. You have to like lazima upenda kufanya videos, then you become my vibe. Lazima like when I bring up an English word, you know, they are telling me unapenda kutumia kizungu. Now when we become that one, I feel like we're not having the same vibe. So yeah, we have to share the same vibe. And also you have to have some strength that I don't have. So most of the time I feel like I have to have a friend whom like I have my weakness is their strength. You get me? Yeah.
And also a person who is not jealous. Competitive friends, that person cannot be your friend.
But you know, Judy, before you know somebody's jealous, there's that process until you come into that juncture. But now we're talking about how do you distinguish, or how does somebody qualify to become your friend?
Yeah. I guess just as you've said, the first core value of a person becoming your friend, this is a new person you're meeting. Yeah. First of all, you must share the same interest. Yeah. Like sometimes you can find maybe you've met a new person, maybe in a car, maybe in an event, maybe in public vehicles, and the person is like too boring. Mtu ameboeka kwa gari, you can't even try to take a selfie because the person is like giving you the most like the stone eye attitude. So I guess first of all you must actually be sharing the same interest. Interest inaanzia pale kwa kitu kidogo umefanya, maybe you having the same flow of stories, the same actually ambitions, the same goals. So I guess
then it is okay to have friends, many friends within different angles. You see, because once maybe financially let us say financially, if you have a friend like who is a comrade like you, you're in the same like mko shule pamoja, they're likely not to help you financially. So sometimes I feel like you have to have friends who maybe are working somewhere, so that when you meet a financial problem, you can call at them and tell them, hey, I'm in this problem. Then in school you have to have this friend where sometimes you can share like, oh, I think this unit is tough. Oh, I feel, you see, because you need to have different.
What if you say you have friends who can support you emotionally?
a friend, all of them are supporting you emotionally, but there's that help, that one help that
I guess
they
in simple terms, whatever you're trying to mean is that you must be having friends in different fields,
yes,
or in different angles, or in different setups. So you're having an engineer, you're having a doctor, you're having a nurse around your cycle of friends.
Exactly.
So I guess that is what she's trying to mean, and that's a very important thing, because it brings you or gives you a chance for exploration. You get to understand, okay, she is a doctor. What should I do to also know how doctors conduct themselves? What should I do to know how engineers conduct themselves? I don't just have to have friends in the journalism field of study or journalism, I guess. So
secondly, I feel like when you're having there's one problem with friendship. Kwanza with girls friendship, I keep telling people the truth about their relationship. That is where we draw the line, because you'll be telling your friend, like, I feel that man isn't right for you, and then the person will be like they don't want to be told. Me, this is what I normally say. If I'm going to have a man around, and that man, and let's say I start a relationship today, and the person, like my partner, makes me detach myself from my friends, then there is a big problem with that relationship. Once you in a relationship and that relationship is making you detach yourself from your friends whom you have been with them even after you've been with them, I feel like girls should know that.
And actually I was talking to a certain male friend of mine, and he was like, why are you allowing, can you allow, he was like, can you allow, can you see a friend of yours falling down and you're watching? And I was like, the moment I talk to you today, tomorrow, and it would be forever, because I'm not in friendship to mother anyone. Cause actually alikuwa ananiuliza hivyo, it was I guess last month but one. Nikasema I'm not, first of all I don't have a sister, and I don't have maybe a close cousin, and I'm like, the moment I'm going to tell you this today, this tomorrow, I'm going to step aside. Actually Morines was the one telling me that if you're having such friends, ilikuwa adikwa guiding and counseling, I guess, step aside, watch and learn. Let this person trip and fall for the person to understand that there was danger in this thing that this person was telling me.
And that is why I'm saying, if you, I guess girls have a great problem in that. That once we have relationship, we don't want to be told by our friends, I think this is not right, this is right.
Okay, mostly the mentality with most women, it's that I tell you this man is not right for you. You are behind your back, your mindset, you'll be like, okay, Judy wants my man, okay, that kind of things.
Jealous, you think
jealous,
because I don't know, I feel like we should be more open to that, because I've seen girls tripping around just because I couldn't. I saw my friend loving the wrong person, and I couldn't tell them that this is the wrong person, because I felt like maybe if I tell you, you'll feel like I'm jealousy, I'm something of the sort.
And I guess that's why I usually kutilia mkazo on self-discovery, because just as you've said, if you're kind of a friend who you're going to allow your man to detach you from the friends you used to have before, then you have a problem. You haven't yet actually set your mindset in a way that I can make my own decisions. You as my man can never make my decisions because I love you, or because we're doing this together. So I guess it all begins with self-discovery.
It does. But do you know, sometimes we shed off some friends maybe when we move into new environments, because I feel like the friend that I had back then in high school, the person who I thought is my friend, currently, like my best, okay, not she's still my friend, but my best friend, currently after I joined college, there is that detachment, a little bit of detachment, because I don't like the places where I don't like to be in an environment where I'm the only person who is checking up on you. Hi.
Only the conversation will be just
I'm the one calling you all time.
I guess it at Apple, like it depends with the distance and maybe the agreement that you made during like ile time mlikuwa mna part ways. So I guess if you had promised yourself that distance can never be a determinant to our friendship, we shall be talking, we shall be doing this, we shall be meeting up, that's a key interest in you actually maintaining your friendships. So I guess it also begins with that, because unasema you are the only one who was making that effort of asking her, how are you, how is you in your field of study, how are your parents, and she's like reluctant. She doesn't even make an effort of maybe calling you and ask, maybe atakukoli tebenya kuna minutes mingi na ataki zi expire. So you know,
and if she could just be talking to you now, you could be just even best friends.
Like she's not making efforts on her end. I felt that way. Yeah, so I feel like, but by the way, if you make efforts, because there are those efforts I have made with that one friend, and I feel like the bond is still there, I can count her when I'm counting with the rest of my friends. Yeah.
And also marriages, when you enter in a marriage, okay, let's say for example I'm in a marriage and you are not, you know, there'll be kutakuwa na koka nini, kautengano kidogo juu, because I'll be just all talking about my man, and you are there single. I cannot just bring that topic, you know, that hiyo itakufanya.
But hapo that's a different scenario, because the moment ndo tulisema we have different levels of life. The moment you get into a different level of life, you can't actually interact with people that are not in the same level of life as yours, because a married person cannot be thinking the same way as an unmarried person. Utapata this unmarried person will be all like luxury, this and this, and you are a married person, you should think about your wife, your kids, your plans. So I guess it also levels of life is also a determinant in that, because that I also have a friend of mine who we still talk up to date. I can call her and tell her jokingly, and she can actually literally give me that. She's my friend from high school, and so
because because you have to, if I get married at that particular time, me for myself, like in the circle of friends that I have, I feel like they also be joining in that married thing, you see. Juu kama we are in our early 20s, so around 10 years to come, an estimate of 10 years,
kila mtu anafaa
kuwa married.
Now let's say things happen the way they happened, now hauko married, now you turn your friends to be your mentors. Just as Michael was saying the other day, that he has married friends who he's looking up to, so you now turn your friends to be mentors, now not your friends.
What about like do you think like finances matter? Let's say we all start working at one juncture, and somebody else isn't working. Do you feel like that one will determine if a person you'll stay along, but the attachment will still be there with that person?
Okay, personally, I think it usually also depends on which kind of friends that you had before you were financially unstable, and now that you are financially stable. If you had fake friends, they actually be like, today I have to go to Diani, and you're actually busy taking meals in a kibanda. Who does that? So how they are going to have their status high and their bars too high, to the extent you start feeling like, okay, they are actually wanajitenga kwangu. So I guess it depends with the kinds of friends you had, because a real friend will call you and tell you, nimekwekea 1500, go have lunch, nimekwekea this, go take this, or today we are meeting in a certain place, let's go together. So I guess
because you could, maybe I feel like kama I get there more, like unajua tunambanga our just like our fingers are not the same. So I feel like you just try to pull them up. Kama I got a job before you, I feel like I can try my way out to show you how to help you out, how to fish.
Not to be giving you the fish, but to show you how fishing.
Because when you continue giving this person fish, hiyo ndo naendelea kumfanya kuelezi, and atakuwa na kudipendia, and that hiyo utakuwa unaona kama unafinyiliwa.
Then do you feel like friendship determines how your character in general?
At some point it does, but at some point it also doesn't. Because if you say personally, according or maybe let's start, because the first answer was the one who gave it.
Okay, I think when you go inasemango ukitembeana,
show me your friends, I tell you your character.
Okay. So when I'm this kind of a person, mi ulewa, let's say, simi na kunywa na pretty ya kunywa. Sasa unaona tukiendelea akiendelea kukanisha na mimi, ata adapt small habits, anze kukunywa kidogo kidogo, and then afterwards ndo ataendelea kukunywa. And so like hapo ndo tunasema a person should be self driven. Ndo usifuate kenye mimi nafanya, wewe utafanya kenye unataka, but will be still friends.
Okay, so just as I was saying, I won't say that character determines the friends that you have, because when you say that, you're going to be biased, because utaniambia because I'm a church girl, I don't have to interact with prostitutes, because I am this, I don't like nikionekana na drunkard, they call me a drunkard. So I guess it depends on who you are and what you want to portray to the society at large, because people are going to judge you based on the people that you interact with. But at the same time, if you decide that this is the like a friend that I want to be with, she is my friend, she is doing this, I'm going to try my level best to try to change her. But if he does not or she does not change, then I have no chance but then to mwaga.
Okay, you will end the relationship.
The bond will end, but the relationship won't end. Thank you.
Because I also feel like that is where we need to set boundaries of who we make our friends, because that determines our character sometimes. Because I don't know why somebody who is not drinking is going along, is making a person a drunkard a close friend. You get me? So I'm not saying don't make them your friend, but don't make them
a close bond.
A close bondage. Yeah, exactly. That is what because I don't agree with the point where you fail at unaenda na watu wanalewa and I'm not drinking, for example, let's say, what are they adding into my life? Are they adding nothing? Because let me tell you, the moment you start working with those people, you start surrounding yourself with those people, they're going to alternate your character. For real. That one hakuna mambo ati self-driven. They will do that for sure. So I think that we should be setting boundaries on who we make our close friends. And actually, kama they don't align, that is why we started by asking, or rather I started by asking, who do you make your friend? You get me?
Yeah.
What qualities does a person qualify to be your friend? Because it's not about self-driven.
It's about the closeness and the bond that you want to set with this kind of friend that you're calling a prostitute, a kind of friend that you're calling a drug addict. Like bond will change. Maybe you started friendship with a person who was not a drug addict, then at the end of the day he or she slipped and turned to be a drug addict. It will be a problem, because unapata the stories that you showed us, mimi nasikia zangu zimeshika, ndio like
what are you
saying? Wow, flow. So
because personally I usually say I fear the factor of time, because let me tell you, like this meme hit me very hard, and I remember it until today. The meme that was once written, that 10 years to come, it's not about who is drinking, it's not about who is smoking, it's about who has a car, who has a house, who owns a what. So I'm very scared of where I will be in 10 years to come. That is why I think as we nurture ourselves, because we are in our early 20s and we are growing, in the time of growing, we should know who we make our friends. Yeah.
And what if you have this kind of a friend, a competitive friend? What will you do?
A competitive friend, then that is not your friend.
That is not your friend. That is a competitor, not your friend. That's a business person. Business is all about competition. That's a business person.
Because I want to see my friends achieving. I want to be,
because I believe that if they achieve, I achieve too.
You know, there was this media personality. Alikuwa na she is a radio personality, a Kikuyu radio personality, and she was talking. They entered into a like in, how do you say, a game of can we just tuseme watu tulikuwa tunasoma na wao. And let me tell you, she was very proud to be saying Kate actress was my classmate, is my schoolmate. Akasema like the radio she works in, mkubwa wake kwa hiyo radio bado is my classmate. So you could proudly see how she's saying it, you see. So I want to be in a lifetime where I'm saying Pretty is my friend, and says Pretty labda is a news anchor somewhere, Judy is a radio presenter somewhere. You get me? It feels so good when you have you are surrounded yourself with friends who have made it. Who have made it in life, because it tells a lot about you.
Unasikia my cousin she's not employed. Let me call a friend of mine. She's going to refer you to a certain place.
We need such kind of friends. When I mean, just one phone call
and everything is done.
Ama mamako kwa mgonjwa unamwambia sorry to say so, but I have a friend who is a doctor. Let us ask some. You see, I feel like you should not be jealous in your friendship. You should be genuine. Maybe I want to scream out loud when I see my friends winning. I'll scream for you guys. I'll do that. I will tell you, go girl, you need to get that.
That's my girl.
That's my girl. You know how happy you can be. Yeah.
Okay, so if I may ask, have you ever been in a situation where you feel like this person, like a friend of yours, had to support you and he or she never supported you? And how did you feel? And how then did you cope with that? To accept the reality that you don't have to actually be increasing the standards or increasing the bars, like putting an unrealistic expectations with the friends that are surrounding you.
Have I ever had a friend who didn't support me when I needed their support? I don't think so. I have not had a friend like that.
However, in high school I had this kind of a friend. Alikuwa anapita chem and sikuwa napenda chem, nilikuwa naanguka chem. So tulikuwa tuna nini, I was telling her so we could just to revise na wewe ndio nione kama nitashika. This girl was like, no, you are wasting my time. I was like, okay, and I'm calling you a friend.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad.
Imagine that person mwenye ulikuwa unategemea, unajua nikienda kwa, let's say nikienda kwa Pretty, Pretty atasolve, atanionyesha na tutamaliza hiki tumbio.
Hey, that is too bad. A disappointment coming from a friend. Damn,
a close friend kwanza.
Have you ever had one?
Not really.
I've
never had, because personally, I usually tell you that for the past cycles of friendship that I had, I usually don't give unrealistic expectations, because I know whatever happens, this is just like an environment that has brought us together, because things might happen and situations do change. And
that is why I say, like, I'll just scream out loud when I see my friends winning. I'll just also feel bad. It pains me a lot when I see my friend going in a trench. Yeah, she's going to a person is going like to throw themselves into a trench, alafu anaenda hivyo. I feel so bad. What do you think of friends of opposite gender? Let's
go there. You know,
like you have a male friend.
Yes, I had my 911. He was a male friend. Acha nisimite bestie jutun rafiki. Is this kind of a person when I need I call. Akiwa in need and I call. So the moment alitaka to date, hapo ndo nilikata, because this dating ndio itakili friendship.
Yeah.
When you put sex
I feel like I would really want to experience a friendship of different gender. Because I've had friends who like venye amesema of like nakuwa na mwanaume ni friend yangu like a man, but again anataka to date. No, that is where my energy
wanaanzanga as a friend, but
some of these things are just exist in the movie.
They do exist. I have a male friend. After you know him.
Yeah.
He is my best friend, and truth be told, he has never asked me out. I've been into his house, maybe nimefungiwa gate and I'm like, I'm going to sleep in his place. Hata like kuniguza, never.
Wow.
So I guess
maybe I want to.
Okay, I think I met another person. Okay, maybe my best friend out there. I will meet you one day.
Yeah, I also want to
pray. You have to pray for such bestie.
Yes.
I never believed I could have such, but he's a very good friend of mine. Like me hata ujua the moment dating and love inaingia kwa friendship, the moment this friendship is going to be. But pia sasa vile alijua hivyo, he's never like, I guess ni juu yesi type yangu na mimi si type yake. That is the drama. I guess that
and what if you are nyinyi type yenu nyinyi wote hapo sasa ndio shida makosa
ile one day into your relationship.
Me and him? No, I don't think so.
What about his relationship?
Or in our relationships, maybe my man finds out
his girlfriend.
Oh,
his girlfriend.
I guess, I don't know. I won't predict that, because personally, unajua inakujanga kwa a problem if maybe one of you had some feeling. Lakini if one of you hakuwa na any feeling, like you go get the girlfriend and you're like, he is my best friend. Yes, he is my best friend. Ama she is my best friend. You are free to tell your girlfriend or your partner that this is my best friend and she is my best friend, and you can't do nothing because you can do nothing because I met her before you came in the picture. So kama kuna feelings utapata, maybe nimeenda kwake nikampata na demu yake and I'm like, why? Nasikia niko like I don't have the peace that I have. So I guess it becomes a problem if one of you had some feelings.
Because let me tell you, I've tried that one. I've tried having a male bestie.
It has brought problems into relationships.
No, not in relationship, but when end up kutaka to date. Okay. I came into Murang'a. When I joined this college, I really wanted to have that. I even told, if you can remember the first person we tulijuana kwa shule, nilikuwa namwambianga hivyo. I feel like I want Murang'a to open up a new space where I can have a male friend. But until now, I'm about to finish school. I'm about to do away with my school and I've not found a male friend. Kama you're there, you want to be my friend, kuja inbox. Na lakini usikuja inbox kama unanikatia.
Hata mwambie hata miaka na mikaka sio jaribu utapata. Acha niombe njema.
Come to my inbox.
Be genuine.
Just friends.
A genuine one. There are genuine men.
Like when you have you reached that point where when you having problems in your relationship, you can contact him?
I do.
That's a real one.
What we do, it's not a matter of contacting him. Face-to-face discussions. Naambia there's this person, hata his name is Liwel. There's this person has this and this and this, and ananiambia no, fanya hivi, do this and this. He has never given me a negative advice. Ataniambia no, do this. I guess.
Because I want to have such a friend who can be telling you everything. Unajua, you know, maybe he can understand the perspective of your partner because he's also a man. So do you feel like when a man is doing this, is it weird? Is it normal? I have not had that one.
We do discuss about such. Unapata, kuna ule dem nimeona and I have a crush on her. What can you do? What can you do to help me? Naambia, okay, you too. Consider it done. If I'm in the capacity to do that, I can. But if I'm not, then I just give him away to enda kujiongea. Guess we do discuss that.
Maybe what I'm good in is being a threat to people's relationships. I don't know why.
Even me, I'm always mentioned. Judy.
I'm glad. What is wrong with me? Do you know when I did my computer package? There was a girl who was always like, ananiangalia na macho mbaya, and I'm like, I don't get it. Why is she like that? Kumbe I didn't realize that the person, a man that Jose used to be my good friend. So we used to joke a lot. Hata hatujaiongelea mambo ya relationship. Do you know at one point hadi tukimaliza shule nikamwambianga, do you know nilikuwa nakasirikiangwa na dem fulani because of you. I'm that everywhere I go.
Even in this school there many kuna wasichana wengi wanapita tu kiniangalia vibaya because okay, you are man, even I don't want your man, even is not my type. Jamani,
have you guys been in a situation where because your friend and their partner wamekosana, their partner wants you out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, you know what should I do? Alafu my friend is like ananikasirikia, and I'm like, hata sielewi what is happening, but it is because their partner ashamwambia that they want me.
Okay, I guess those are the kind of partners that they want to use you as a weapon, as a weapon formed against their girlfriends or ex-girlfriends. No, I just want you, not because I do want you, but because I want my girlfriend to feel that I can actually kuchukua beshte yako.
Ama naweza chukua any girl I want.
And if that girl is very stupid, she's going to end up with the man because maybe that's hiyo ni scenario yenye that you had a friend that is not a true friend. She actually wants you to know that I can take your man and I can have him no matter what you do. Regardless that this man is just with her because he wants the girlfriend to feel, he wants to use you as a...
Maybe I'm a threat. I remember even my friend back at home. wamekosana na partner wake, and then like the partner realizes like, unajua wanaume venye nilisema the other day, it's like they are not decided they want to leave you. So after some few days anajaribu sasa kufanya warudiane na my friend, and he's like, unajua kikulacho, anatumana huyu friend yangu ambaye na mtu kikulacho kingoni mwako. So kikulacho ni nani? And the person I'm like, I'm like, okay. Hatujaiongelelea anything to do with
na mademo waelewangi, imagine.
Maybe I hate
like many girls do not actually believe that their man can want you. Like their man is the one shooting the shots.
Yeah.
What in their story, their side of the story should be like, you are the one that wants my man.
So okay, I met this man. Okay, let's say acha tu hii scenario. So boy demi yake tibibi. Sikia msupa. His girlfriend ako attachment, sikuwa najua. Okay, sinile tu tumejuana, tena afterwards unakuja unasikia alikuwa na msichana. Hatuko tuna date tunajuana. Tena msichana anakuja akuzile za Judy you're taking my man, and I'm like,
which man?
Hapo nilifanya makosa, was I wrong?
No, it becomes a problem. I'm not talking to one friend of mine whom we've grown together, like childhood tumegrow naye tukasoma the same primary school, high school ndo tukapart ways, but we are from the same actually neighborhood, like home. She's literally not talking to me because of the man she used to. I remember I told you that story. Because of a man. And I'm like, because my conscience is clean, I don't care. Why should I be coming and why should I be justifying myself to you? And it makes sense.
Exactly.
I cannot even like have first of all the slightest of feelings. Ile cell ndogo ilikuwa nitwangu aje. That slightest ile ndogo kabisa for your man.
Okay. So okay, if your friend kama si anakujua vizuri, so afai kususpect kitu kama hiyo.
Like sinamukwambia most of the stories zinakuanga ni wewe unataka, si ati nichalia na nataka. Hata yake iko atichalia na nataka. Like she turned tables now to me ati I'm now the problem to their relationship, and she was the problem because she was cheating on the man, the baby daddy. And now she's turning it ati for it to sound like I am now the problem. Because I can't justify myself for such stupidity because I know that my conscience is clean. Why not? So let us part ways, kila mtu akainja yake, mimi kae huko ya kae huko manake.
And what if okay, let's say wewe sasa ndio uko hapa. Okay, no, msichana na mvulana wamekosana, you are the one unatengeneza.
Nilisema I can never do that. Never.
Aya uko katikati ati ndio unaunganisha. Najua at the end utakuja uambiwe ndio unataka mwana.
Usiwahi solve issues tunaangalia she's moja. Usiwahi.
Hiyo nilijichuna hivi maske because I was this kind of a person, relationship advisor. Okay, huyu unafanyia
mimi hata siku hizi nilisema I can never connect watu wawili wamecrashiana ni wa connect pamoja. I can never.
I am good at
that.
Mtu atapewa mimba, mtu ataacha, utasikia you referred me to the wrong guy. You referred me to the wrong boy.
Mimi unaona nikiwa connect hapo ndo naacha sasa stories zenyu mwende I don't know do your things whatever you want to do. Okay, and do you guys like introduce your man to your friends? Okay, it's okay enough to be like
those kind of friends. Okay, you know, it's not just marafiki wako. They're those kind of friends I can't. And why? Those
why?
And explain aje jamani.
So according to you, who do you think is the problem? Is it your friends or is it your man that is maybe like to say who do you think is the problem?
Unajua this kind of
ameiva.
Okay.
But I get what she's saying.
You know that this kind of girls wenye wanajipeana wanakuja like okay, I have such kind of friends wenye wanakuja ati I want your man. Na lazima nikugongele. I'm like okay. Okay, that's the kind kuna watu kama hao.
Because let me tell you, maybe I will introduce you to, I will not have a problem. But let me tell you, nipata mnadiliana mnaambiana nini?
What are you saying with the
What are you saying?
Nimefika aje kwa DM?
Ati kwambiana hello.
Ati mnakula, ati unapika. Hizo ni nini msichana?
Bestola.
Boundaries.
But you just comfortably introduce them if you have a psychologically prepared man. Because I mean I know psychologically.
By then
nakuwekea matako hivi kwa uso. I don't want you. I want you. So some men have to be psychologically. It depends on the man that you introduce your friends to.
Yeah, true.
And even the friends.
Yeah, whatever it depends on the man.
It depends
a man will always be a man. And if you end at Jeff is telling us about that lady. I think you can remember.
Yeah.
Guys, let me tell you, but by the way, as she's saying it, Aju, I feel like a man should also learn to say no.
Yeah.
Also, hii mambo ya kusema ati mwanaume ni mwanaume hakuna.
Hakuna tini msichana alinipea supo ukatae.
But juu hata kama is a truthful man, atakuja kwambia by the way,
I don't like
rafiki yako ako kwa DM na simtaki venye.
Yeah, and I behave like I'm too close. So I guess it depends on the man that you're actually introducing your friends to.
Yeah, true. Anyway, that was a good topic to explore, and I think like you should know your friends and like know your friends and kindly tell your friends the truth, and you listen to your friends. Yeah, normally, and I will insist as we close this topic, this episode. If you are in a relationship and that relationship is making you detach yourself from your friends, you are in the wrong relationship. You are in the Aki, I swear, and it is making you detach yourself from 1-2 friends. Aki, your friend is not the problem. Your relationship is the problem. Anyway, we love you. Continue subscribing, liking, and sharing.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Shades of Resilience Podcast.